on others to give pleasures for him, but pushes his being as anti-desire, Kāma.
Wonderfully, Swamiji takes us through various definitions. The one he's doing at the moment is Kāma, those who are anti-desire.
Next is Nishkama. In Nishkama, the person takes the responsibility for continuously working for all the desires he perceives, but drops all the blame, patterns of pain, sufferings, all the negativity involved in this life of desires.
Wow, living out your desires without any negativity, dropping all the negativity. That's a challenge to think like that.
He takes the responsibility for desires and drops all the negative patterns related to desire.
When I say challenge, it's a challenge in the way that to be able to live without negativity, that is the bit that really challenges us, because we are trained to think about things that could go wrong, always prepare for the worst, and then the best will be fine. So do we ever fully enjoy fulfilling our desires if we have that at the back of our mind as well? We'll listen to Swamiji.
The toxicity related to the life of a common, the desire person, all the toxicity he drops, he takes all the responsibility on himself, but drops all the toxicity related to the desires of life. See, toxicity means end of the desire or during the desire, the possibility for various toxicities like anxiety, feeling incapable, powerless, not motivated, due to some obstacle feeling hopeless. All the toxicity related to desire is dropped, but the responsibility for desire is taken and he functions. He is called Nishkaman.
So you never drop the responsibility. That's like desire plus responsibility is a different combination of only desire or desire with anxiety. Am I doing it right? Am I doing guilt or any, like Swamiji calls it, toxicities around desire? Wow, you have a responsibility, but you can really enjoy the desire, fulfilling the desire with responsibility, but without any toxicity. What a dream.
Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about this person when he says, Karmanye vadikaraste mabaleshu kadachanaha. You have a right to work, but not for the result. Means, he is not saying work without taking salary. No, he is saying drop all the toxicities related to the result, which is actually self-sabotaging. person who dropped all the toxicity related to desires but takes the responsibility for his desires is Nishkaman.
How many times do we experience that we are incredibly prepared? We're going to give that talk in the business world. We are going to do this journey for our holiday entertainment. And then we have this thing that happens, which Swamiji calls self-sabotage. What we've prepared for, what we have planned for, collapses. And we give all the external reasons, but how many times have we actually been the cause of the instigator or the inability to stop those external reasons for collapsing what we've prepared for, what we've really wanted, what would fulfill our desires, yet we collapse it, or we allow it to be collapsed around us. We need to solve that, Swamiji.
The fourth word, Aptakaman. Aptakaman is the person who has a deep desire to be like an enlightened beings. Aptas, great beings. Anyone who has inspired you for the ultimate is your Apta. Aptakaman is the person who deeply desires to be like an enlightened being, is Guru, who has inspired him, is ideal, is Ishta. Anmakaman means who is absolutely focused on manifesting the Paramatma, the pure consciousness. There are 5 gunas. Can clearly explain these 5 different terms. Kāman is filled with rajas. Akāman is full of tamas. Nishkaman is pure sattva. Aptakaman is trigunadita. Beyond these 3 gunas of rajas, tamas, sattva. Anmakaman is gunadita. He is beyond all gunas, not just these 3 of rajas, tamas, sattva. Even the permutation combination of rajas, tamas, sattva is beyond all the gunas.
So it seems at times so many Sanskrit words Swamiji is using, suddenly now we have to understand not just the Kāma that he's explaining, but also rajas, tamas. It can feel a bit overwhelming sometimes, but it's actually the start of our understanding. From understanding the definitions given today, letting those sink into us, we can grow, not just ourselves, we grow our knowledge and we grow how we are, and not just through the fact that we have some intellectual understanding of, and these words have some meaning, but the Sanskrit itself, the vibrations of the words work on us and help with our achieve our enlightenment and our understanding.
Is Anmakaman. So listen. Kāman, Akāman, Nishkaman, Aptakaman, Anmakaman. These 5 words and these 5 gunas, if you internalize, your whole energy will be aligned. I'll give more elaborate understanding.
So internalizing is not just understanding meaning, bringing it inside us. How Swami says our whole energy, what we do is based on our energy, the energy we have. Everything is underpinned by our energy. When that energy aligns to a concept, to a powerful cognition, we become powerful. It becomes part of us. It becomes us. The energy within us is the source of what we do. So it becomes, all of us becomes this new powerful cognition that we've internalized.
Kāman, the person who is filled with desire, he works and he faces the toxicity of desires, good, bad, joy, sadness. He goes through. Sometimes he enjoys the fulfillment of desires. Sometimes he feels hopeless due to failures. Sometimes he again feels energetic even due to failure because he wants to make it happen and crashes the failure. Sometimes he feels depressed even because of the success and collapses even after the success. So this person, Rajas, filled with Rajas, is Kāman. And Akāman is full of Tamas. He will suck everyone's energy, but will be absolutely anti-desire. He will not take any responsibility for desire. That doesn't mean he does not want pleasure. He will blame everyone. He will abuse everyone. He will use and abuse everyone, everything. But he will be filled with the life negativity. Even he will believe that he does not have desires. Even he will convince himself he does not have desires. But ask him if he does not want pleasure. No. If the pleasure comes, it's not that he is going to withdraw from the pleasure. No. Filled with tamas. I have seen many people who come and say, "Oh, Swamiji, I don't have any desire about life. I just want to join Kailasa. I just want to be with you." Even they will believe that they don't have desires. I will accept them knowing that they are asuras, demons. Like how Shukracharya accepts, because there is a possibility from that akama, from that tamas, they can move to sattva. My dharma is I should not deny possibility. So I give possibility, knowing that they are going to be the traitors, run away, all those who commit and take responsibility and dump it and run away. All those who use Sangha and abuse Sangha who use me and then abuse me, all the traitors, every these category, toxic, negative, all these guys belong to Akama, Akaman.
So we understand through the examples how the concepts relate to the people, based on what they do.
This Akaman, I know them, they are demons. The moment they come, but I give them possibility because they can become Nishkaman if they get trained. If they choose that 51% of me and 49% of them, they can become Nishkaman. But any time they can slip from this 51% to that 49%.
So we have the possibility, we're not stuck in one guna, one attribute. We have the possibility to choose which one we're going to follow, to let it become our characteristic, the dominant characteristic, and so let us become that guna rather than the guna dominates us, or the pattern dominates us. We have the choice.
Then they run away, they abuse, they do whatever they want. If you get trained from Akaman, you can become Nishkaman. You can move to Sattva.
You can choose. You can choose to accept the training. You can let the training take you to a new guna, to a new attribute, a state. This is all up to us to decide what we want. And somebody is there to help us make it happen once we've chosen.
From Tamas, moving to Sattva is possible if you decide to take responsibility and drop toxicity. Even now, anyone wants boons like Akaman, Rakshasas, I grant. Today, Shukracharya is here.
Well, I mean, where do you go? And your enemies are still granted what they wish. It's like the graciousness, the showering that Swamiji does, including on his enemies. It's beyond words.
As Shukracharya's manifestation, I will be a manifestations. As Shukracharya's manifestation, I will be granting all the boons you want, even if it is Akaman, even if it is demonic. But be very clear, even though Shukracharya grants all the desires for the Rakshasas and demons, they never live peacefully unless they raise themselves to Sattva. They don't live peacefully and they don't allow others to live peacefully, and they always end up destroying themselves and others. Listen, that is why I say you can use Shukracharya dimension, nothing wrong. But for some emergency, immediate use Shukracharya dimension. But along with it, side by side, evolve responsibility, evolve Nishkama, get mature, grow up, man.
Yeah, grow up. It's like we see a kid in a playground, okay, and it wants the digger, or in a play, pretend house, and it wants the beautiful dress up, and you see it throw a tantrum, and you think, oh, I mean, good grief, get over it. It's just a toy, or it's just a moment, and then we go out and we throw a tantrum ourselves because somebody in a very flash car cuts you off. Whether we actually express the road rage, or whether we just have a sort of internal swearing cursing, whether we take it out on somebody else, it's our tantrum. We have a choice. We can be trained. We can become responsible for our own behavior. We can take a responsibility for that car did something that annoyed me, but I am responsible for my reaction in that moment. That person driving that car will never notice my reaction at all. I can go home and fume and stress myself and work up my poor health through my own stress. The other person's never going to notice. I have a responsibility to me. I have a responsibility to my health to not get stressed, for example, and many other responsibilities. This is my choice.
Grow up. How long you will use Shukracharya? Grow up. Emergency, you can use Shukracharya. Nothing wrong. Really, some big business loss. So one time lottery. Oh, Shukracharya, this time grant it. I will not make this as a pattern. Next time I will make sure I manage with this money. I move to Nishkama and I will not be stuck in this Akama. If you are moving from Akama to Nishkama, you using Shukracharya is right. Nothing wrong. Even Prahalada was born as a Rakshasa to Rakshasa father and Rakshasa mother. But he moved from Akaman to Nishkaman. So there is a possibility. Mahabali, he was a Rakshasa, but he moved from Akaman to Nishkaman. So I don't close my doors for demons. Kailasa's doors never close even for demons.
How hospitable and how seeing everyone's potential, how open to the potential that is, that even though where somebody's at, where they have come from, is among the most negative things they can be. It can be a demon, the most negative behaviors, but the ability to keep that understanding that everybody has the potential to move out of that state to a new state. That is like such a blessing to once in your life come across somebody that treats you like that. Whatever you have come from, you're accepted.
Kailasa is open for all, knowing that they are demons. But you should know, starting your life as a demon is not wrong. But continuing to build your foundation on demonic qualities is seriously wrong. That means you are inviting destruction for yourself and the people around you.
They understand we're not an island. We can't just become a negative person and everyone else around it is fine and we'll just, I don't know, throw us back into positivity. How will that work? The negativity comes from inside us. not only is it making us negative and projecting their negativity from inside us outwards, it is also creating negativity in those around us. They become more negativity. It's like a negative spiral. People just spiral into negativity around you, which makes you more negative, which makes them more negative. Not the way to live.
Tamasic people are the worst people. I have seen, even after running away, they will be so convinced that they are victims. Actually, they destroyed, they abused, but strongly they will believe they are victims and try to confirm. If I try to tell them, no, you are not a victim, you are a destroyer, they will get more angry and vomit more poison. So I will not tell that they are destroyers, they are not victims. I will not tell, because what is the use? Even if you tell, they are not interested in listening. They are.
Sorry, Swamiji, I cut off in that sentence, but if you've ever come across people who say that they're a victim, really listen to where are they coming from? Are they creating that in order to get that kind of sympathy? That they believe it's the only way to get sympathy and empathy from anyone else, and they don't connect to anyone else even. That they need that state of victimhood to have the connection with others. What they really want is the connection with others, but they've convinced themselves they're only as victims, so they themselves create that state. So they're also destroyers. Thank you, Swamiji.
Only interested in vomiting more poison. All run away are demons. All those who committed and ran away are demons, devils. I allowed knowingly that they are devils, giving possibility to evolve as a nishkama, to move to sattva, to become nishkaman. I do not tell them that they are destroyers, not because it is not truth, but because the moment you tell the truth, they are going to vomit more poison, they are going to get more cunning, they are only going to get more boiling, and they are going to get more demonic, which is going to destroy them.
We have to understand that when we create negativity in our world, when we're on a path of success and then we create failure, things go wrong, and we're just full of the description of poor me. It's a particular case of things going wrong. But when we do that, when we create our own failure, right, through so many ways we can create that, through the decisions that we make, through the actions we take, knowing, even when we know this is not the right action and we take it. You know, the physical example is that I know I shouldn't have sugar, I am a diabetic, and I eat a cake, eat ice cream, right? That is my choice that one is something to see, but it also happens at many other levels, not just at the physical. And if we then say, why do people make so much sugar in the cake? Why do they market it so well? I'm such a victim of the marketing, of the person who held the birthday party shouldn't have offered so much cake. We abdicate our own responsibility, the responsibility we have for ourselves. And the marketing person is smiling because you've spent money on their product. But why did you fall for the marketing when you actually wanted to have a healthy time, ability to attend a party, socialize without blood sugar problems, to take that example further? So there are choices. We have choices. It is our choices that are important.
They will have 1,000 reasons why they ran away. But simply demon, devil, that's it. They will strongly believe that they are victims. That is our problem. Even though they are destroyers, they will believe they are victims. Listen, starting your life as a demon is not wrong, but continuing to build your foundation on demonic qualities is seriously wrong. All runaways are demons. People who did not run away, and any one day, I will not give up on them. I will make them nishkamis and aptakamis, then annakamis. I'll move them. But once you run away, nothing can be done. I won't be able to work on you. You can claim, oh, I am connected on my own way with Swamiji. All that is BS. No, but in Hindu tradition, BS is sacred. So I will not even use that word BS. Maybe DS. Because in Hindu tradition, BS is sacred. So I'll use new word DS.
Even in giving us some very insightful truths about ourselves, Swamiji is able to bring little smiles on our faces to say, hey, what the cows deliver from the back end is sacred, so let's not use that as a negative term. Let's use some others rear end delivery terms. Swamiji.
Or US means your yes. That is much better word than even DS. Because even DS is used for agriculture purpose as a fertilizer. So US is the means your yes. That's it. Anyhow, listen. Using Shukra dimension of the Guru is not wrong, but establishing yourself on the anti-life, Kāma pattern as your foundation is seriously wrong.
We know that life is about celebration. Being alive itself is a celebration. So that, as Swamiji says, anti-life is going against the basic underpinning of life, of being alive. Yeah, it's seriously wrong. No other words.
And Nishkama is pure sattva, continuously working, taking responsibility and working, taking responsibility and working, taking responsibility and working, expanding. Pure sattva. this Nishkama person will be ecstatic, joyful wherever he is and will make everyone joyful because of his Nishkama lifestyle and pattern style.
Isn't that a contrast? When you're negative, radiating negativity, others around you becoming more negative, and this one, by contrast, Nishkama, through their Nishkama lifestyle, they're radiating bliss and happiness, creating that in people around them, raising that in people around them, I should say, enabling happiness in others just through personally being in that positive state.
Next Nishkama is Sattva. Then next is Aptakama. Aptakama is the person pure desire towards Guru, just wants to be Guru, wants to manifest everything is Guru as. Aptakaman. He just wants to be his Guru. The pure desire for his Guru, to be his Guru, to manifest his Guru.
We have to remember, Guru is the one that takes us from Guru, darkness, to light. So to manifest your Guru is manifesting your own light. It's the light in you. If you have the proper Guru, find an actual enlightened master as your Guru and manifest that enlightenment, being enlightened, moving from your darkness to your light through becoming, manifesting everything that the Guru leads you to.
All the qualities, lifestyle, everything is Guru manifests. The gunas, Ananta Kalyana gunas, is Guru manifests. That is Aptakaman. Next is Anmakaman, means radiating the pure consciousness of his Guru. Not just qualities of his Guru, the pure consciousness of his Guru is Anmakaman. Understand these 5 words.
And of those 5, the highest aspiration is where you go beyond all the other 4. The lower 4 are just a pathway to go beyond all your gunas, all your attributes, all the things that put you with, label you, put you in a box. Going beyond that to Atma Kāma.
Paramashiva is here as Dakshinamurti, Brihaspati, Shukra, and Paramashiva Shakti to bless you all with your Kāma, Akāma, Nishkama, Aptakama, and Anmakama.
Thank you for that blessing.
Nothing is wrong to start your life as Akaman, but continuing to establish your life being Akaman is dangerous for you. You may try to say, oh, your life is like this only. Even in next Janmas, you won't save yourself. When you are in the body, you need to get out of this Akaman and become Nishkaman. Not otherwise.
That is such a strong guideline, such clarity of what we need to be aware of to know, regardless of whether we achieve something or if we have not moved away from, or out of, I should say, we do not move out of our gunas that are holding us in a negative state and ungratefulness, whatever, it follows us to our next lifetime. So even being here and hearing Swamiji speak and knowing to listen means we have come through so many other lifetimes where we did not listen to the wisdom that was around us. And so now is our chance. Now we can listen and imbibe and internalize.
When you don't have the body, you will not be able to choose better body to grow as a Nishkaman. And when you take the next body, it will be worse than this body and intelligence. So you are pushing yourself only into the destruction by being Akaman. And establishing yourself as Akaman.
Knowing ourselves, where are we at in terms of our gunas, in terms of our attributes, in terms of the things that drive us and what we want and why we want it? Do we want it? Or are we playing a victim? That is so, knowing ourselves, that's fundamental.
These people who run away, they try to tell, oh, I am connected to you in my own way. I saw you in the dream. No. If you are not ready to have a conversation with me, be clear you are a demon. Your dream is your fantasy, not my darshan. If it is my darshan, you will be ready for the conversation. Conversational relationship with the Guru.
And Guru wants to show us the way. If we avoid that, if we run away from it, if we are not able to listen, talk, respond, we're not following the way to the light, to enlightenment. We are following some other path that goes somewhere, but it's not to our benefit, that path. It's not helping us. It's not enabling our life, enabling ourselves, enabling our inner space, enabling our confidence. None of these things are moving. None of these things will move if we are on a path that heads who knows where. And the Guru, the ability to have that conversation with the Guru means we can ask genuine questions, real questions that we need answered. And the Guru, Swamiji, for me, can answer those as I genuinely and uniquely need them. And I get a unique, totally personalized, totally only for me answer. And that's why we need the conversation to be able to have that.
People who can't, who don't want to have a conversational relationship with Guru, are establishing themselves deeper and deeper on demonic quality. They sucked my Sukra dimension, used, abused, and even now waiting to use and abuse more and more my Sukra dimension of compassion, but will end up only destroying themselves. Because even Shukra, even though he gave everything for the demons, finally the demons are not able to save themselves. They destroy themselves and destroy others. and end up only in destruction, more and more destruction for themselves.
We have to understand that it's not the running away from good advice. It's the never coming to terms with, why do I not want the good advice? What do I think I'm gaining, which I'm actually not gaining, because I'm actually not listening to where the advice is coming from. I mean, so many people are told, don't drink excess alcohol. No, I'm only drinking a glass from 12 o'clock. And then it's been some hours since the previous, and I have some more. We are encouraged, almost, you could say, to live in that state of delusion because, well, the wine manufacturers, the wineries, they do better business, and as do the breweries, and so we fulfill other people's dreams, potentially, or what's more likely is we bring others around us down. We bring ourselves down, harm our health, harm our mind, and that harms everybody around us. We don't have good relationships if we are unaware of ourselves and why we act the way we act and why we are stuck in our own delusion and are not seeing the world around us as it is. Yeah, it's kind of like it's demonic. We are not able to relate to others, so we are anti-life.
Conversational relationship with Guru, taking responsibility to face Guru and raise yourself, raises you from Akaman to Nishkaman. Otherwise, you will sink more and more. You will destroy yourself more and more into Akaman, tamas. Tamas to the deeper levels of tamas. It becomes perverted tamas. Like a free fall. Nothing else than free fall.
We're not doing a bungee jump here. It's free fall. Free fall means you crash out at the bottom. Gravity catches you. Bungees, like you may see people do a bungee jump and you think, oh, I'm going to fall and something will pull me up. There's no something that pulls you up. There's only yourself that pulls you up and says, right, I want those gunas. I want to follow this advice that I'm being given freely given by Swamiji. I want to really understand what's happening there, and I want to actually experience it. Then you have the bungee cord and start moving up. Your decision.
You will go to any extreme to destroy yourself and destroy others. The deep selfishness, the tamas, it is anti-desire, but it is anti-desire and anti-life, but not anti-pleasure. And Akaman is devil, Rakshasa, Satan, demon. Shukra blesses you. Shukra gives some his compassion, his boon should not encourage you to continue to be in the state of akaman.
Anytime you're stuck, you always, one thing that is absolute truth, there is always change happening around us. If we stay in a particular state, in a particular set of gunas, we stay as akaman, we will actually not just stay in a passive way in that state. We actually get more stuck. It's like it hardens around us, the concrete hardens, or the mud dries out and really becomes, like concrete holding us. And so we need to be aware that for life to happen, there is a movement, a change. There's a constant something on the go. Nothing is static. If it was static, we would stop breathing, and then you go. That would be the end of life. So we are needing to be aware of how we are changing, because we are never static. I'll just remain like this. I'll just remain in this passive state. Not possible. It is not possible. We are either going deeper into a negative state, or we are listening to the Guru, we are listening to these powerful cognitions and coming out of old states that no longer and never did serve us.
So now, Paramashiva Shakti is available to give you all the boons you want. Get ready. Sit for a few minutes. Write all your prayers, even if it is akaman, tamas, demonic. You can use Shukra to fulfill even your demonic desires, but don't continue to be demonic quality foundational centered. Don't continue to have your foundation on demonic qualities. Move from being akaman to nishkaman.
See, Swamiji is not even saying, don't be this, only be that. Completely reject one state, completely come to the other state. Swamiji is actually giving us the understanding that we move to new states. We choose, we still have some of our older attributes, and is not denying any of them. In fact, they can still have the Shukra blessing happen there, as long as we are always acknowledging that moving to higher states, to better states, to more enlightened states, that brings a positive movement, and not, it's like you're standing in concrete and you can either move or you can stand there and, that's it. You're stuck there and it's actually getting worse. The concrete's hardening. So you can get the blessing. It's not even that you have to totally step out of the concrete, totally move away, switch from one to the other overnight. No, it's a movement. It's a gradual becoming. You become new attributes. You gradually move to new desires, new wants, and new attributes for yourself, new gunas, and new reasons for those gunas.
So sit now, start penning down. We will have now Devi Darshan and Shukra, Brihaspati, Dakshinamurti, Gurumurti, all will shower blessings on the prayers, boon requests you have, and manifest your desires, fulfill your desires. Oh.
Thank you so much, Swamiji, for yet another so enlightening satsang, so enlightening guidance that you give us. Such great understanding of ourselves, where we're at, and what our possibilities are. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Swamiji.